You ever feel like the childlike wonder of opening packs full of random cards and sticking your favorites into a deck has been sucked out of the game? Decks today are all about optimizing hand trap ratios and playing the most optimal strategies possible, but where's the fun in that? In this series, we're trying to get to the highest rank in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, Master 1, by only opening Master Packs after every single win. But since we have already reached Diamond, we have entered Master Mode. Now we take 2 Master Packs after every single win. Credit to Cimo and Hausman for inventing. Playing Master Duel Masochist makes me feel like I'm playing a totally new game. But do you know what else can make you feel like you're playing a totally new game?
Are you ready to take your Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel play experience to a new level? The Untapped GG Companion is here for you. Use the deck tracker to know exactly what cards you have in your deck, and to go over any cards you aren't familiar with yet by hovering over them. It instantly updates when you draw a card, and automatically hides if you check your extra deck or graveyard. This is the perfect tool to help you master a new deck. The Untapped GG Companion also lets you import decks directly into the game in seconds. Copy any YDK or YDKE deck string, create a new deck in-game, click the Start Auto Import button, and let us take the wheel. Once the duel is over, check your win rate on your personal stats page. Brag among your friends and share your decks so they can import them into the game too. Start your path to master today by downloading the Untapped GG Companion at ygom.untapped.gg.
Alright guys, we are back with another episode and we are making a few adjustments here. We are taking some stuff out and adding some stuff. We are taking out Coral Dragon and yeah, we have Stardust Charge Warrior, which we're adding in. Stardust Charge Warrior. We pulled, last episode, we pulled some crazy stuff. We pulled Crystal Wing and a few episodes ago actually. Is this in Descent? What's going on here? Is this is what we pulled last episode? Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we pulled like 8. We pulled literally like 4 of these last episodes. Actually, it was bizarre. We also pulled this, but no, we actually pulled Crystal Wing Royal Rare, which we can use, which I will use. I will be using that. We are cutting some stuff. This works with Ringo Worm. I probably should get this deck down to 42. To 40 exactly, not 42. I don't even know what to take out or what to put in. I could probably get rid of one of the random worms, but probably just leave it. It's fine. Probably leave it as is. But yeah, there's a few cards that can be on the chopping block. There's Black Rose, Lamphalankus. I don't remember adding this, but I guess I did. Time Thief is here. Yeah, we have Lamphalankus, Black Rose, Coral Dragon. These are like the cards that I go into the absolute least in this deck. Any one of these 3 can be removed. Avermax is a maybe, but that's like, these are like 1, 2, 3, 4 are the cards in this deck that I use the absolute least. So any one of those can go. Sometimes I do use Lamphalankus because it is a non-effect monster, so it can be helpful. It works with all of the Tenyi monsters. Secondary effects, if I have like 2 random loose monsters, like let's say I have like Abystial and like, I don't know, like I have like Abystial and Taya, and they like impermed my Taya and I couldn't use it. I can link them away into this, and then I can get this out onto the board, and then I can go into like the Link 3, for example. Like I can do plays like that. It doesn't come up super often. I'd rather try Crystal Wing. But I do think we can get rid of this, because this pretty much has similar effects to this. So we can definitely get rid of Coral Dragon. We can get rid of... I guess we'll get rid of Lamphalankus for now. We'll get rid of these 2. We'll save it, but we can always bring things back. Black Rose is another one. I think I used Black Rose one time ever. The only time we can ever summon Black Rose is off of the Destrudo. I can't really use Black Rose off the Mare. I mean, I physically can, but the issue is every time we use Mare, the way that we summon Mare is usually after we use her. So the effects of Monster Special in the extra deck cannot, you know, they can't be activated. So it doesn't really work with Black Rose, so the only way we can do it is if we specifically do that. So I might actually end up getting rid of... what's his name? I might end up getting rid... I might bring the Coral Dragon back and get rid of the Black Rose after all. But this is so far what we've got. We actually have 2 Yazis too if we really need to. We never really need to use 2 Yazis, but we do have them if we ever need them. Okay, one thing I will say is I really would love to play the Dice Rally event in here. Like... in a Masochist challenge, I think it would be extremely fun. It's such a great thing to play in the Masochist challenge, but unfortunately it gives you so many cards and it's way too much to keep track of what we can and can't use. Because we're going to get so many free cards out of it that are actually decent, and then I can't use them, which kind of sucks. Alright, we have lost a coin flip. Our opponent is playing this. I don't know if this is going to be Snake Eye. Yeah, I guess it is Snake Eye. I was going to say it's going to be either Snake Eye or one of these decks. But I don't even know if that's what he's playing, honestly. I don't know. Forbidden Droplets, Mare. My hand is a very control hand. It is such a control-focused hand. I'm going to summon this monster. I almost, to a certain degree, think our opponent's playing a Masochist deck. I'm not sure. But they really could be. They could be playing a Masochist deck, actually. Now that I look at it, like, they summon this, they discarded Dark Hole, they set the Snake Eye Subversion, Solemn Judgment. That actually turns off so many plays. That actually was such a great Solemn Judgment. So this is turned off, this is turned off. All we have is this, and that's about it. We have no other plays. I don't know what else he's got. I don't want him to have like Harpy's Feather Duster and we lose everything because he's already had a Dark Hole. I'm not even sure that he is indeed playing a Masochist deck. I don't want to set these two and then lose, so I'm just going to go to end phase. Even though it wouldn't be too bad to set these two, because if we just have a non-effect, we have plays. Yeah, we've got Warning and Droplets. It's not terrible. It kind of sucks. Now, that was a really, really good judgment there. Ghost Ogre. Well, see, if he makes a Synchro 10, we just Warning the Synchro 10. That's perfect. If he makes something, even if he makes like a Baron or something. Yeah, he's making a Synchro 10. It's going to be, oh, this guy's really good. This is another card I would love to pull. Not only because I'm playing Sword Soul, I think this might be my favorite level 10. I like him better than Baron. He's so cool. He's ended so many games for me, like on my main account. I play him. He's such a crazy card. He really is. He's one of my favorites. We needed a Tenyi. That's perfect. We drew one. So now we have tons of plays. So we activate Nahata. Summon that out. Honestly, I could have just normal summoned it and not played into the max. See, I need to stop. I need to stop doing that. This is not the first time I've done that. Where I don't have any other normal summons at all. And I'm just going to save this. I'm going to use it as monster removal later. Right now, I don't need to bounce this back row. Even if he has like a Mirror Force or something, like it is what it is. But I'm not going to bounce this back row right now. And then now we have this live and we have this live, which is great. And now we just go to end phase. Not bad. It's not bad. Like I said, this is literally like my favorite level 10 synchro of all time. And he's generic. I really hope we pull him one day. Because this challenge, honestly, I've been lucky enough to... Oof. Honestly, if he... Does he have a Worm Engrave? Yeah, he does have a Worm Engrave. Honestly, I'm probably just going to use Blackout. I'm going to black out this because I'm going to activate. I know it doesn't seem like the right thing to do. That way I get to pop 2 cards. Because if I wait, then I only get to pop 1 card. Yeah, see, I got rid of a Mirror Force with it. If I had waited, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Because then he would have summoned the token, and then I would have popped the monster and the token. This way I get to pop both. Oof, that is not what we want right now. That is not what we want. I mean, I guess we can activate it, but that is just not what we want. Just go to end phase here. And we are struggling to draw monsters right now. We need a Tenyi really bad. Sword Soul, any of the Sword Soul cards would be good. Ecclesia would be good right now. Like, there's so many things we can draw. It just has to be a monster. Any kind of monster. I'll take it. And again, like I said last time, is there a way we can get to a normal summon of some kind? I don't think I can. So I think I'm just going to summon this. Actually, you can activate this, activate this. Yeah, just normal summon, it's fine. He has something in the back row here. Okay, cool. So now we're going to put my last... And I just cut Lamphalankus out of the deck, which is, like, really sad. This is my last monk. Okay. He said something new here that is activatable. I don't know what it is. But since I... Actually, hold on. Because I have Vishuddha. I have a little play lined up here. So he just sat this one? Or what did he set? I don't remember. He set a card in the middle row. So that's the one I'll bounce back. because obviously that's the one that he can react to. Yep, we'll send that back. Now we can activate the Adhara. Summon back Vishuda. Yep, Vishuda. Activate this. Summon Vishuda out. And he only has 3,000 life points, so we have to keep that in mind. And we have a negate right now, which is pretty sick. And now from here, you can actually make Shaman. Now this is where perhaps I am risking too much by doing this, but I think it's worth it. We do this, discard, target this, summon it back, summon this back, activate effect, and the second this token resolves, we now are Nibiru proof because this can negate when a spell trap card. Yeah, this can negate. Do we have game on board here? We do. Okay, so now we activate all this. We actually win probably no matter what here. So we'll just activate all these, get some tokens out. I'm not even going to do anything else. I'm just going to go to battle phase. With these guys, we're going to declare an attack. Activate Shaman. Pop this in the back row. Yep, pop that. Oh yeah, that's a Snake Eye Subversion. I already knew what that was. That's from earlier in the game. And then we just attack with these two and end the game. Cool. I don't know what my opponent was playing, but it was definitely very interesting. And our decks were actually incredibly similar. Again, I'm not really sure what they were playing, but very, very similar to what we were playing. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. Honestly, this could very well be a Masochist deck. It really could. It could very well be a... This is very similar to my deck. I almost can't believe it, but I think we're pretty much playing a mirror match here. Like literally, like down to the card, this is almost our deck exactly. This is almost our deck exactly. It's actually kind of crazy. Because we've got 3 Adharas, just like him. We don't have Driver. We do have Gamma. We have Ghost Over. We have 2 Ashes. We have Ghost Bell instead of Ghost Mourner. We have the other Tenyis. We're missing Tayas, but this we don't have. This we don't have. Or maybe we do have, but we don't. Oh, no, we don't. We have this. We have one of these. Like, obviously we don't have this, but we've got 3 of these. We don't have this. We do have this. Like, this deck is like almost exactly my deck. Call by the new one. I must have recently pulled it. 2 Solemns. Funny enough, we have 1 Solemn. We have 0 strikes, but we have 2 warnings. No, this is like almost like exactly our deck. Like I can't believe I'm saying this, but we pretty much played a mirror. Okay, let's open up a master pack and hopefully get something really, really cool and useful out of this master pack. Cool, it's glowing. Now, like I said, there's tons of stuff we can pull. Lots of rares, lots of commons. Doesn't even have to be a holo. Chronomaly, Thunder Arm Dragon, the Knight Sword, Mantis. What does this one do? If your opponent normal summons, you can send an Enchuri monster from your hand to the graveyard. Destroy that summon monster. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad at all. Branded in red, Flame Administrator, and the holo is Apophis the Secret Serpent. Is a phenomenal pull. Oh my god, that's so good. That's so good for our... That's really good for our pacifist deck. Now, this card is actually... It's pretty good for a lot of decks. This card is a 1-card guaranteed interruption that summons 2 monsters. Like, this is actually really good. And on top of that, it can't be ashed. So it's like almost guaranteed to resolve. This card is so good. But I'll show you in a second why it's so good. I'm going to do the same thing I did last time where I saved the legacy tickets for the end of the episode. Or even better, I'll forget them completely in the next episode we'll have it. Okay, so this is our Umi deck. This card that I just pulled is incredibly good in this deck. Apophis the Serpent, basically what it does is when it activates, it special summons itself, you know, as a level 4 trap monster, but also it lets you set another Apophis card. So it lets you set Apophis the Snake Deity, which we have 2 copies of. Snake Deity, when it's activated, it negates equal to the amount of continuous traps on the field. So we activate this, and this one already fulfills the conditions of this one. So basically, this 1 card right here is an Omni negate, because you activate this, special summon this, or set this, activate this, and then you can Omni negate essentially whatever you want. And on top of being an Omni negate, unlike like Solemn Judgment, which just pays half our life points and negates something, it also puts 2 monsters onto the board. And we have things like Link Spider, and also this is a trap monster that is level 4, so if you make a Time Thief with it, it is a guaranteed bounce, which is actually quite nice. And then on top of that, this card, when it's sent to graveyard, it searches this absolutely for free, which we have 6 copies of. It searches that for free. So, honestly, we might be headed in a very trap direction with this deck. So we might end up even cutting the Megalo Smashers. Potentially, because if we go all trap monsters, all normal trap monsters, with this deck, just have a bunch of floodgates, trap monsters, trap cards that are really good, we might... See, the problem with this deck is, again, we are just really missing Metaverse. Like, I would cut this, I would cut this, I would potentially even cut these guys, I would cut the Fossil Dig, and I would maybe go 100% trap monsters. I would cut the Scapegoat. I would cut all of that stuff. I'd bring this back to 2 copies, but right now we are just missing the Metaverses. Maybe cut this out too. Once we get some of these bigger monsters in play. This is also counts as a normal monster. It summons itself as a normal monster. And then we just get ourselves interruptions during their turn. So it honestly looks like this is all coming together. Also, with this deck, actually, I just realized that Dominus cards would be insane with this deck. But obviously, Dominus, also Primite would be really good. Let me check. Do we have this? No, we don't have Temple of the Kings, the regular one. But now we have all this. Is actually, it's incredible how much of this we've actually pulled. And like I said, I'll save this. But honestly, this new card actually does work in our rank 4 deck if we really wanted to. We do have to play more traps in the rank 4 deck if we did that. But it does definitely work in the rank 4 deck. Where is the rank 4 deck, which we haven't touched in a million years? They used to be like... People used to complain that I played it too much. But now we haven't touched it in quite some time. Where is rank 4? Am I losing it here? Where is it? Rank 4 Turbo. Yeah, we haven't touched this deck in a while. This is another one. Honestly, we have the Angel Statue. We now have this card. We have a lot of continuous traps in this deck already. Did we pull a third one of these? No. Somebody said I pulled a third one. I did not. We already play a ton of continuous traps in this deck anyways. So it would be kind of decent to run them. And then on top of that, I just realized too, we had pulled the Time Thief card a long time ago. We pulled the Time Thief Power Reserve, which is pretty good. We also pulled 3 Regulators, which again is pretty good. So we can maybe build a little bit of a slower Time Thief deck here. We are still missing this guy, the Winder guy. He's just like kind of the main card. The main 2 cards with this deck are these 2. And we're missing Winder. He's kind of important. He searches. And then this one, special summons 2, but it loses to Ash. But there's a world where we almost are at the point where we're almost done with a Time Thief deck too. This deck could definitely make a comeback with these new trap cards. We can make a little, like, we summon ourselves a number 90 Galaxy. We have a bunch of continuous trap cards, and then we follow up with that kind of stuff. That could be really cool for us. That actually could be quite interesting. Alright, we just won the coin flip. This hand is absolute foolishness. It's just such a foolish hand. Like, dude, what is this? Come on now. I think in this hand, I need to draw. I can go, yeah, I need to draw in this hand. I have no... I think we summon this. I think we need to draw because we have, like, nothing. I got to just draw into... I think we go Moyi and we need to draw because this is absolutely absurd. Activate, yeah, reveal or Adhara. Summon this out. Off of this, I really wish we could summon the Sword Soul monster, but I can't. We're gonna go Risen here so we could draw. Oh, and he's gonna scoop. Oh, thank God. Yeah, this hand was rough. This hand was rough. Connection failed. You know what happened. We know what happened. Actually, I was having some internet trouble myself. I was connection failed like 2 days ago. All right, let's open up another master pack. Hopefully get something really, really cool. Because I don't know. Because I want something cool. Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with just wanting something cool? What do we have here? A Hollow is... That's a great card. Mecha Phantom Beast O-Lion. That's actually a great card. I don't know in what context we use it, but that's pretty good. If it's sent to the graveyard, you summon a token. So... I'm sure we could come up with something. I'm sure we could Yeah, I'm sure we could come up with something. Banish card from graveyard. Normal summon a Mecha Phantom Beast monster from your hand. This is one of the better Mecha Phantom Beast cards in general. We used to use the other dude. Where is he? This is the other guy. Is it Tetherwolf we used to use? This card is normal summon, special summon a token. Yeah, I think we used to use Tetherwolf. We used to use Tetherwolf. Or no, was it this one right here? Coltwing? No, we used to use Coltwing. Yeah, when this card is special summon. No, we did not. I used to use Coltwing a million years ago in a combo deck. That is not what we use. We used to use Tetherwolf. We normal summon it, summon a token, you can make a link to. This is what I used in the Masochist challenge. This is what I used to use in my combo videos. But this is actually a good pull. Witch, Overbrush Dragon, another Mecha Phantom Beast, Spellbook, Raccoon. I have so many of this Raccoon. Oh, this is a pretty good card for this deck. But I don't think there's anything I can really do. Yeah, when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, special summon, and then when it's destroyed by battle, or it leaves the field, it searches. It's not bad for Predator Plants. I don't think I'll ever use it. I have pulled so many of this guy. Like I'm actually so tired of seeing him. We have to have a ton of him. Like it feels like every third episode. Yeah, there he is. 6. I just knew. I'm tired of seeing him. All right, we won the coin flip. We just continue to blitz through. This is actually really cool. I think we start off with this to beat any hand traps. For sure, I think we just start with that. I think we just go Moyi here. I think we go Moyi. Moyi's pretty cool. Yeah, we activate Vishuda. Summon itself out. Summon Monk. Honestly, with this particular hand, I searched Moe, but that was just a bait anyway. I think this particular hand is actually better not with Moe, honestly. So we summon that, and we normal summon the Ecclesia. Now we activate Ecclesia to grab Taya. Yeah, because Taya will allow me to banish this. Honestly, I don't even have to banish this. I could just banish the Sword Soul card in graveyard. Yeah, we Taya, banish this. Summon this out. We can end on at least 2. We couldn't go into a 9 here, no point. I guess if we planned it out a little later, we could have actually... I can reduce this by 1 level. Going to a level 7, there's no point. That's fine. And then we can go... We will have a water in graveyard, right? Let me think. Do I discard this? Yeah, I think we will have a water in graveyard. Actually, I don't even need to. Yeah, I guess we will have a water in graveyard anyway. We go with this. Send these 2. Summon this out. Dragite. Yep, activate this effect to send the Shuna. Now we go. Okay, we have to do a little tricks, couple of tricks here. Actually, it's fine. Here's what we do, right? We go. Okay, here's what we do. We go Ashuna. Ashuna will summon something out. We can put one of these in graveyard. So we will use Moe in a moment. Put one of these in graveyard. At this, we'll go. Yeah, use these 2. Summon Shaman. Activate Adhara. Put this back in the hand. And now we can activate Shaman. Discard Moe. Summon back Moe. We haven't used this effect yet. We're just fishing for a hand trap with the Moe if we can. Yeah, activate Moe, reveal the Ashuna, put that in defense mode. Yep. Now we go Berserker. So this board's not going to be too bad. I almost stopped short and went in a different direction. It's a good thing I didn't. And then we just activate Moe because it's a graveyard effect. Okay, that's good. That's exactly what we were fishing for, another hand trap. We can make, if we want to, we can make Berserker with these two, so we have a really big monster here, but honestly, I'm kind of good. I don't really need to. I think we just pass on this. This isn't too bad. Interruptions are a little bit weird, but I'm sure they're decent enough because we have Ghost Bell. Ghost Bell, like I said, like I always say, as soon as your opponent does anything that you can use a Ghost Bell on, you just do it. They're playing. I'm gonna Ghost Spell it. I am gonna Ghost Spell it. Yep, instantly. I'm gonna Ghost Spell it. The first thing that your opponent that you can Ghost Spell, you just Ghost Spell, because usually sometimes 2 turns will go by and nothing will be Ghost Spelled. That adds a Kashtira. I'm not trying to deal with that right now. That adds a Kashtira. I'm good. I'm good, because then if he activates summons an actual Kashtira, we can like Solemn Judgment it right now. So I don't want him to get any. Oh man, this guy just plays like 3 engines, man. What is this? You had the whole Diabellstar engine followed by the whole Kashtira engine followed by the entire Fiendsmith engine. The reason I Solemn that is because generally speaking, it is pretty smart to Solemn that. You have got to be kidding me, this guy. He's going to activate, yeah, to add. And now he's got this whole engine. As you can see, it's a good thing I didn't let him get to the monster. Because sometimes people will be like, oh, let's just let him activate it and then do it later. He would have recovered the monster. I would have negated. It's actually a good thing. That was insane. 3 engines. But we stopped all 3. And our follow-up was honestly pretty good. Also, we're now in Platinum 4, which is now from this point forward. Not this pack, because I'm taking 1 pack. This is very confusing for a lot of people. I'm going to take 1 pack, but after this, I'm going to start taking 2 packs. Alright, Master Pack. Let's open 1 more of these. See what we get. So far, we're on a 3-game winning streak. We played against what could have been a Masochist. I don't know. Do we pull anything good? Yeah, O-Line's pretty cool. O-Line's pretty cool. We got 2 hollows in here. Rage, Trolley Ollie. Do I need to read this? Why not? If this card battles a light monster, negate the effects of that monster after damage calculation. It's not good. Fiendsmith Imperator. Can I use this? Regular Love Sorry Fiend. No, I can't use it. Crystal Avatar. Is that a normal monster? Warrior. It's still a trap. Effect monster. Not what we need. Lantern Shark. Alright. Hollow is Speedroid. Kite Drake. Don't need that. Hollow is, wow, Gold Leo. I just continue to pull from this archetype. It's actually so crazy. It really is. It's just like there's certain archetypes I just don't stop pulling. I just don't stop pulling. That's one of them. That's one of them. I don't know why. It's like Tenyi. What else? Marincess. And now that. I gotta fix this deck up. I have to make it whole. This is what I have so far. Because this deck is so good at summoning Colossus. But now we have this thing, the Gold Leo. One of the better cards in the archetype. This card's summoned. Add a Lunalite monster. Discard a card. So the first condition fulfills. Yeah, you search one, then you discard one, which is pretty useful. If a Lunalite monster is sent to the graveyard, this card is in monster zone. Target one, add them to your hand. So if you fuse with it, you can add it back. Or if you link with it, you can add it back. Right? Is that from your monster zone? Even during the damage step. Yeah, you add it back. It's so good. That is so good. Great card. Like I said, this is another archetype I just continue to pull stuff for. I have a full play set of this. I have the Tiger. Now I have the new UR. And this deck is like another one of those decks I can definitely one day. Well, you mix it with Phantom Knights plus this. Definitely something we can end up running. Alright, so we just lost a coin flip. Our opponent set 1 monster. I pulled what I need to summon a lot of different things, actually. I pulled what I need to summon a lot. We're going to activate this first. And now we're going to start playing. I'm Trying to think what direction. No! Why did you have to scoop that one? I know I'm supposed to be happy, but damn it. I had Ringo Worm and a level 4, and I was going to summon Crystal Wink for the first time. Damn it. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. They were playing Tearlaments, and they brick. We finally played against one that actually bricked. Here's what my other opponent was playing. They were playing Collision of Engines here. Kashtira, Fiendsmith, K9, D-Shifter for no... kind of... D-Shifter with Fiendsmith is a little bit insane. Kashtira, the Diabell Star stuff, a little bit of everybody here. And this is what my previous opponent was playing. I guess the one that scooped while we were just going and going and going. He scooped. He's playing the Diabell Star stuff with Crystal Beast, which actually would have been interesting to watch, but they scooped it up. And they're playing the new Dark Magician stuff, and they're playing... It's actually kind of funny how much they're like cheating out here. They've got the Snake Eye, which you can summon with any of the Crystal Beasts, which I have. I didn't even know I had. This card's pretty good. I just don't have a deck that runs it, but it is a pretty good card. Maybe one day we'll use it. Okay, let's open 2 Master Packs. Yes, you heard it. 2 Master Packs, and hopefully this is where we really pull a game-changing card. Although... I mean, you could argue a lot of the cards recently we've been playing. We've been playing quite well, finally, recently. Fallen of Argios, cool. Chronomaly, Crystron, Orcust, draw card, Meek. A new Boral Dragon. When a Link monster is activated, targets this face-up card, destroy this card, excavate 6 cards from the top of your deck. Opponent's deck, banish one of them, place the rest, okay. Yeah, that shit's a big-ass level. How do you summon? During the end phase, cards in your graveyard was destroyed. Card effect, special summon a rocket monster. Interesting. Hollow is IP Masquerena in an alt art. That is unbelievable. Wow. That is unbelievable. 2 non-link monsters. This is going right into the deck immediately. Oh my god, I almost want to cry. We can now summon Crusader Avermax that can't be destroyed by card effects. We can now summon a Crusader Avermax that can't be destroyed by card effects. It's been so long, and it's crazy as I get another pack. I can't believe we just pulled that. And we pulled the alt art version of this card. That is unbelievable. Sometimes, honestly, I've been doing this for so long. I'm too desensitized to even be happy sometimes. Like I pull stuff like that. I've seen so many packs of just repeats and Ally of Justice cards, and it never ends. And Reptilian cards, and it's Gen X cards, and this stuff. This exact card. I've pulled so much of it, and Blue Flame Swordsman and Elixir. Okay, yeah, I don't care if this stuff's bad. I don't care. Today's episode has started off with a bang. Like I said, the last 3 have been really, really cool. Okay. Now, this is where Black Rose actually leaves the deck. So, didn't mean to add that. This definitely gets put in the deck, without a doubt. I'm so happy I pulled that. I am so happy I pulled that. It's actually... I've literally been waiting to pull that forever. Do we have Nightmare Cerberus? No, we don't. We do have Nightmare Phoenix, and we do have Nightmare, whatever the hell the other one's called. The Cerberus and Phoenix. We have Cerberus and Phoenix. We don't have IP Masquerade, SB. We don't have SB Little Knight. Before anybody asks, no, we don't have SB Little Knight. So, we definitely, what did I just put in? I put in her. That's cool. So now we can make Crusader Max. Can't be destroyed by card effects. Basically, embarrasses Dragoon. That's good. So now we have that. We have... This actually replaced the Lamp for Lankus I took out. Now I can cut Black Rose. Now I can cut Black Rose and not think back in any way on that. Now I feel very much a lot better about this. The only card I would maybe add back is Coral Dragon. But no, this is actually looking quite good. I'm extremely happy with this. This you have to be careful too. It can't be Link monsters. It's any 2 non-Link monsters, which we can do 100%. This deck is actually starting to look serious. Like, this is starting to look like a real-ass deck. It doesn't even look... Like, it's starting to look to the point where it's almost not a Masochist deck. It looks like a Tenyi deck with a couple bad choices. That's what it's starting to look. Also, while I'm here anyway, I might as well check the Vanadium cards. I did pull 2 Royals of this, so Maybe we use it, but we have this. We have this. We are missing Mr. Visa Samsara. We have Starfrost. And we're missing, this is the level 10 here. Yeah, Prime Heart. We're missing Prime Heart. But honestly, if things come together correctly, we might actually end up using this card. Yeah, this is now all of them. Yeah, we have so much of this archetype, actually. We even have this. Visa's guy. We have this Visa's card. Vanadium card, this Visa's card. We're missing, like I said, Vanadium Prime Heart, but we have so much of it. This deck really is good at spitting out, and this is what it's really good at. This deck is the Tom Brady of summoning level 10 synchros. Our level 10 synchro pool is very shallow. It's not where it needs to be. We don't have Baron, we don't have the Sword Soul dude. We just don't have that stuff. So I don't know. This is kind of what the deck is actually good at. We just can't really take advantage of, but man, today's been quite a day. Okay, here's our hand. It's a little rough, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little rough. I really can't do much with it. I think we bait out a hand trap. I think that's the way to do it. I think we summon this, we activate Ecclesia. We bait out a hand trap. Our opponent doesn't have one. We might as well go with Taya here. We have to go with Taya. Taya can't activate or do anything useful right now. Yeah, I can't do anything. We set this and we just go to end phase. Honestly, that's all I can really do here. We just didn't have anything. We have 3 interruptions despite that. Despite the fact that our hand was weak, we still have 3 interruptions. Some people would have held this, but honestly, I think it's best to do what I did. Because honestly, this is great. It's an Ash Magnet every single time. Every single time but this time because they didn't have an Ash. But usually it's an Ash Magnet. Okay, now we can actually play. So now we normal the Nahata. And now we can get off to the races here. Assuming they allow us, of course. Assuming they allow us. Yeah, see how many things light up? IP Masquerade. Look at that. I still have yet to see the new art. This is actually my first time. I don't even have it in my main account. I don't even have it on my main account. Which is kind of crazy. We'll activate the Taya. Banish the Hata. The Hata is one of the least used ones of all of the ones that I have. I don't have any waters engraved. Normally in this situation I'm going into Dragite. Not right now. I'm going into Boxia. Boxia is the move right now. Now we don't have any worms in hand, so I can't destroy, get Moe. I can't do that right now. That would be kind of dumb. But yeah, we'll target these two. Target these two, and then obviously Chainlink 2 Taya. Yeah, Chainlink 2 Taya. If these get shuffled back, then we've got some cool motions. Oh, he's playing Burn. Okay. Is our hand pretty good against Burn? With Burn, you want to end on 1 monster. Yeah, with Burn, you generally want to end on 1 monster. I guess we send Mare. Yeah, so now... Yeah, shuffle that back. Okay, so now we can go Shaman. There's 2 ways to play Burn, to beat Burn. You either space the floor. Yeah, you either space the floor or you play a bunch of shit. Like, yeah, there's 2 ways. Like I said, you either summon 1 monster and then sit on as little monsters as possible, or you space the floor and summon a bunch of monsters, and then that's your other best bet. I think in our case, I think I'm going to go ahead and just go Shaman. I'm going to go Shaman. I'm going to see if I can OTK him here. I don't think that I can. Well, I have I might be able to OTK him now that I think about it. This is not getting used, most likely. I think I might OTK him because I have the Mare. Because, let me see. Because I have the Baldrake. The Baldrake might help me OTK. Yeah, activate. Yeah, activate. Okay, now we go. Charge Warrior, no. Okay, so this is 16, 21. 16, 21, 25, 3,000. That should be game, right? Because we go IP with these 2. Now we get to see the IP art for the first time. Well, at least I do. I never seen it. Okay. A little anticlimactic there. And then we go Berserker. Yes, obviously. Berserker here. Can be destroyed by card effects. We're at 67. Yep. And now we activate the Baldrake. Luckily we drew this. We'll banish IP because it'll never become useful this duel. Summon Baldrake, and now we go to battle. And we should, unless he has one of those like, this thing. Why did I attack with my biggest monster first? So he's gonna inflict 3,000 to me. Why did I attack with my biggest monster first? That's so dumb. That's crazy. Why did I do that, man? Now the rest of these don't beat over this big ass monster. Shit. And now we have to go to end phase. Shit. That really sucks. Yeah, that really sucks. Now we go to end phase. Damn it, man. Why didn't I attack with my smallest monster first? Sometimes you just forget. I knew this thing was in his hand as soon as it paused. I should have attacked with this first, and then he would. I still would have won. Yeah, I would have won if I just attacked with the smallest monster. Because, yeah, I attack with this, and then he summons this from his hand. He burns me for 16. I attack with this, activate this, pop this, and then just attack with everything else. What a small, dumb misplay. What a small, dumb misplay. And now I have to stress about... beating this thing now. We had this game in the bag, too. That sucks. But it is what it is. You just, you know, it's like... You play so many games against so many decks, and they all have so many different options and tech options, and like it's like eventually you're gonna forget little things like this. It is what it is. He's playing a burn deck. I forgot that this was in there. Like it is what it is. Because you don't ever play enough of all of these random ass archetypes. That's the thing. Like, how often do we run into burn? Probably like one every like 10 episodes. So my brain isn't like ready. Like, oh, he's playing burn, obviously. My brain isn't like ready with like a complete deck list of everything that could possibly happen at all times. Yep, there goes the lava golem. See, I played around that. I played around the lava golem. If I really need to, I do have forbidden droplets to send away my card if I need to. Now he's going to make... Who is this? Typhon. Yep, Typhon. He can actually double lava golem me. This is actually insane. He can double lava golem me. And he's going to detach one material. I'm going to go ahead and activate Typhon. I'm going to send the Ash. I don't think it's going to be useful. I'm going to send Ash. And I'm going to negate this. Ash hasn't been useful so far, but you never know. I'm going to Ash that. And then now he can't get over any of my monsters. I'm going to get burned for 1,000. Obviously, I could have sent the lava golem away if I wanted to. But next turn, I have to deal with all of this. So yeah, he's going to set some stuff. Damn, we really should have won this duel. That's actually crazy. And I think Lava Golem can activate too, which is kind of nice. Alright, it can't activate, yeah, because of his own effect. Flip this to attack. Activate this first, just to have a normal monster in play. For sure, we want that. We're going to activate this. Discard Vishuda. To summon back. Oof, this is actually a lot of options here. Maybe Taya? Do we have a water engrave? No. But we will, because of Taya. So we do that. Next we will... Vishuda, I don't think he's an issue. He's not a problem. Bounce this back. And now we go... Activate Taya. Banish Boxia. Summon this out. Go... Well, we can go Yazi here, actually. Yazi to pop this last card. I don't even know what Yazi's really... Okay, I guess it's these two. Yeah, Yazi to pop this last card in itself. Yep, Taya, send. Send. Is this the graveyard? Never mind, I used this effect, so I can't even use that shit. Well, I guess we can use a Shuna, though. A Shuna to summon Shithana. Shithana to make Berserker. We gotta just hope he doesn't have that Mirror Force card. If he does, we're cooked. We go to battle phase, declare an attack with this. Activate this. Pop this. I know we're taking a ton of damage here, but we kind of have to. We're taking 26. Oof. What am I taking? 300? So yeah, at least that's decent. We baited it out. That gets destroyed. We take 26. And then he has another card. Not another one of these. How much damage is it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Literally, I should have won this game. That's insane. We should have won this. I just attacked with my biggest monster instead of my smallest monster first. If I had attacked in a different order, I would have won this duel. That's actually crazy. Honestly, that loss was so disappointing a second ago. That burn player. This hand is... I have at least a rank 8 synchro here. Some other stuff. I mean, this isn't terrible, I guess. We can, for sure, summon Adhara. Start by summoning this out, for sure. Turn this into a little guy. Yeah, definitely. Summon this into a little guy. Activate Shithana, why not? Put this here. Turn this also into a little guy. I think we're just going to leave 2 little guys. And then we're going to turn these last 2 into a Synchro 8. I think that's the best that we've got. Now, my opponent has a bunch of Sky Striker cosmetics. So I'm just going to assume this is not going to grow so great. I haven't done anything that's been ashable so far. I don't want to use this and then get ashed and lose, because Sky Strikers can play ash. Because right now I can summon Taya. I can use this, tribute, summon Taya. Taya would banish, summon another one, get a token. I don't think it would even honestly be worth it to risk it. I'm just going to play the simple game here. I'm just going to go into him. Yeah, I'm going to go into Risen. I know Taya would have sent an extra card, but honestly, I don't want to get stuck out there on an island. If I get ashed and then I lose, I don't want that to happen. Yeah, I definitely don't. Because honestly, if my opponent has an ash, we literally just lose. And then we just set and pass here, and we have 3 cards in graveyard that all have effects. These guys, Risen, and Droplets. If it is actually Sky Strikers, it's not enough to beat them by any means. But if it is a Sky Striker player that bricked, we might have a chance. Obviously, we're not negating Upstart Goblin. Obviously. And it does deck thin. It does give them a card. This is not looking good. You would think like, oh, okay, they're just drawing Upstart Goblins. No, they're deck thinning and they're putting spells in graveyard. Every Sky Striker card's about to have double effects here. I have no choice but to negate that, regardless of if they're blowing up front or back row. Yeah, there goes one of them. And then I would imagine probably a Thrust or a Talons is coming next here. Yep, that'll wrap that up. That will wrap that up. That'll wrap that up. It's Sky Strikers. I already know it's Sky Strikers. I already see it. The cosmetics. I already knew. I already knew. Yep, I was right. It's Sky Strikers. This deck is just, it's like, I swear for like decks like ours, it literally is almost impossible to beat. It doesn't matter which deck I have. I don't think any of them can beat this deck. And there's the floodgates that exist now. None of them really beat Sky Strikers. And even if they existed, which they don't, they still don't. Sky Striker has an out to every situation. They have Twin Twisters. They have Widow Anchor. So like even our stun decks, like this is the one deck because like a lot of different decks that we have bad matchups. This is the one deck none of our decks can beat, which is like, it is what it is, and it's kind of, it is just full. There's so much Sky Striker in Platinum. Okay, we lost a coin flip. Our opponent was playing something with Small World, another card that I used to play. Is it going to be Kashtira? That could be it. Yep, maybe it's Kashtira based on the fact that this is a Psychic. This is a Nibiru. It is Mathmech. Okay. He's playing Mathmech. I'm trying to think if this is worth sitting through. Actually, I have no choice because I'm in Platinum 4. I have no choice. I kind of have to sit through this. I have to sit through it. Alright, so my opponent's turn is wrapping up. I wasn't even going to bore you guys through that. He has the Mathmech trap back there. He has this guy. When your opponent activates spell trap monster effect, you controlling for higher negate it. He has this guy that lets him draw by banning. Yeah, this crazy ass. This is actually on the low. What's crazy is, so a lot of people don't even use this guy. This is kind of a crazy effect. Like, it actually is. Like, you just draw 3 cards. It actually is. You just draw 3 cards during your opponent's turn. It's actually kind of insane. I'm going to definitely use it. Definitely going to Forbidden Droplets here to negate these 2. Unfortunately, he is going to be able to do this, but it is what it is. So I'm going to definitely send this at least, and then also this. I'm going to send this too. Send this and this for sure, and because I said I had to send the monster, obviously, so he doesn't have the opportunity to negate my card. Yeah, he can activate the Mathmech Super Factorial if he wants to. I could have waited too, but honestly, if he draws 3 more cards, I'm gonna be done. I'm not gonna be able to do anything. So these 2, we know this card very well, not this one, but he has the trap card in there. Max C on top of everything. Oh man, this is rough. Okay, so obviously he went full combo with Mathmech, and then he went Max C. He has this is still alive. We negated these 2, so he can't return everything, and he can't draw 3 cards. It's crazy. Even without drawing, he had Max C anyway. And then he has, like I said, Super Factorial thing. So we'll special this out first. And unfortunately, I'm going to be giving him draws every time I do this. This is looking like unbeatable right now. It really does, but I'm going to see what I can do here. It looks very, very bad for us. But there's a chance we can kind of get through this. There's a chance. I don't. Oh, he paid 2,000 life points, so at least that's good. So if I can return these 2 and get 6,000 damage, imperm. So he's gonna bait out my. I have a quick effect. Okay, we'll see what else happens here. Yes, I'm pretty sure this is the Super Factorial. He ashes that. Man, he probably drew that off the Max A too. That's what sucks. And I think we just lose now. I just couldn't. I made a good attempt here. I mean, I made a good attempt. I can do this. Actually, we'll see. We'll keep going. It's disappointing, but we'll keep going. Oh, I should just normal summon this because I'm going to give him another draw. And he has the, like I said, Super Factorial. I should have just normal summoned. Yeah, that'll wrap it up. That actually does suck. Honestly, I actually think that the Maxi was actually the game breaker, but I don't know. I don't know, because he could have just had the Ash Blossom in hand anyway. There's no way for me to know. Okay, we won the coin flip. I mean, no, we lost the coin flip. Our opponent made us go first. Very exciting. The hand is definitely got some plays that we can make, so definitely we can make some plays here. So we'll start with Shithana. We'll start with Shithana. Summon this out. Hopefully they don't have Maxi. If they do, we're cooked. Yeah, we're just cooked. But I made the right play if they do have Maxi. Because then I summon this, turn it into the Link 1, and then I have Blackout, and then an extra pop, and that's about it. And then we just Heavenly for the one that we bring back afterwards. So then we get a search. He's gonna the Cuckoo Clock. Gonna use that. Okay, so he can do that, and then he can activate if he has also the trap card. He can activate the trap card too. If he has the one that sets a trap card, he can activate that. which means we're officially playing a turn 0 battle with Labyrinth. There it is. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. So, without a doubt, I am going to be making... Damn, bro, what is this hand? Here I thought I got lucky. You know what's crazy? This guy made me go first. In what world are you making me go first when you're playing Labyrinth? And then the guy gets bailed out with this insane hand. Like, there's no reason for him to go first with Labyrinth. Let's go second with Labyrinth. No reason. All right, he's going to drop Lady Labyrinth onto the board. He's going to set the trap card, and he's going to be able to activate it. Which means he can pop a random card in our hand. He set the one that summons bounces back. So he can summon, bounce this back, and then he can pop a card on our field/hand if he wants to. And it does not target either. Cuckoo Clock. Sure, man. Yep, so summon that back. Yeah, we're doing this. Well, the good thing is he doesn't have a card anymore. Well, now he does. And then this is actually insane. I will say, like, Labyrinth is not as annoying as it used to be. But I think it's very obviously annoying when you are supposed to be going first and this is all happening. It's like, it's definitely not as bad as K9 Vanquish Soul. That is like next level of can you just let me play? That is the deck that you just is like the most frustrating when it comes to that. This is definitely a lot less frustrating. But, you know, still it's got its own nuisances. Does it protect the back row too? No, it just protects itself. He's a Silver Castle. Okay, he's going to do that too. Okay, can I play now? No, because he's also got Silver Castle, so you can activate this now. And we have to sit through this animation now. Now, turn 0 is something they really have to not do. Turn 0 is like, he's building a board, it's my turn. I'm trying to play. Okay, finally, I think that is the end of that. I think that's the end of that, because we basically know everything that he's got. We basically know everything that he's got. We know what he searched. We know what he's got. I think that will end that. So now we can go back to playing. I can activate in these two columns because I know they're not imperms, so I'm fine. Yep. Send that. I'm going to go with... I can target the back row, right? Yeah. This doesn't protect back row, right? When you control a second, your opponent cannot target this card. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to shuffle back the back row. I need Taya if I'm going to shuffle back row. Yeah, I'm going to go Taya to field. Nope, to hand, man. And with Taya, I don't have to reveal anything, which is good. I'm going to activate this to special summon. Special summon this out. It's crazy, too, because it looks like we could attack or we can't attack. Summon this out. Taya, I might bring back, what's her name? So, yeah. Activate Taya. Banish this out of graveyard. Summon a token. And now we're going to go into Boxia. And since we are going to have two different types, we can activate this. Chainlink 1. Target this. Yes, target another card, target this, shuffle them both back, and then when we can get rid of Silver Castle now too. So we can shuffle back the cards that my opponent set, which is nice. And then from here to graveyard, we are going to send Moi. Yeah, shuffle those back. I think because we want to pop things too now, I think we go Monk. Summon Monk out. Yeah. Activate this, pop this, and then we're going to bring back Moi, which we haven't used yet. And then we get multiple effects here again. Yep, activate this. Chain link 1, chain link 2. Oh yeah, we have that to show too. I guess, yeah, Hara. That, Shithana. Want to activate that. Yeah, we want to activate that for sure. Target this, bring it back. Summon that out. Destroy, yes. Destroy this. Moe, summon this. Can activate that, but I'm trying honestly to go into Risen here. Risen, draw a card. Yeah, definitely want to draw a card off of this. Now from here we can go Ashuna. Summon out. I actually don't want to bounce anything. Honestly, I don't want to bounce. This is good. This is good. They're both good, so I don't want to bounce anything. Probably just want to summon another Shithana. That one just comes in handy the most. Summon that out. I am worm locked, so I have to be careful. And off of these two. Shaman. Yep, activate effect. Discard. Add Hara. Bring back. Might as well bring back the monk. Field. And then we will activate at Hara. Bring back Ashuna to hand. Now we have a decent hand here. Set Blackout. And we passed. That's not bad. We broke the board. We ended up positive on card advantage. Some way, somehow. I put chaining on. We got to deal with these two. This one, quick effect. That doesn't really do much right now, so I'm okay with that. I can pop that with both Blackout and this, which is nice. He can set a trap card by sending. Okay, he can't activate it same turn, can he? No, he can't activate it same turn, so I can just pop both. And then what does this do when it, like, a card is popped or something? When another monster leaves the field because of a normal trap, draw a card, and then you can do stuff. So I got to be careful with that. On end phase, I might do something like that. Okay, he's going to activate Coup Clock. Okay, that'll let that get summoned back. So really, I have to pop these two. Just going to add that back. Can he, like, now I'm a little confused. Can he, does this have to fully resolve? Quick effect, you can discard this card this turn. You can activate one trap card that was set. Does this card have to fully resolve in order to? I guess we'll bait it. We'll activate Blackout. Pop this. And I'm going to pop. I know it seems crazy. I'm going to pop these two. I'm not going to pop because I don't want this to even stay on the board or anything. And he's going to activate this one in Graveyard. Which one did he set again? To return that to hand. I kind of want to just negate that. Which one did he set? That's what it... Set this effect? Yeah. So I'm just going to negate that then. Because I don't want that to resolve. Because if he bounces that, he can summon, search. We don't want him to do that. The only thing you can activate is a clock right now. Ghost Ogre? Nah, thanks, man. I don't want to Ghost Ogre my own card. Yep. Blackout pops these two. And now Shithana. Why not? We'll activate Shithana. We want our monster back out there. Yep, summon that back. Oh no, does he get to summon a fiend back? No, he doesn't. Okay, he's going to set this guy back. Okay, cool. Cool, end phase. Do we have a Watering Graveyard? Yeah, we do have Moyi. Okay, and he scoops. Wow, I can't believe I beat that. I actually can't believe I beat that. He had insane turn 1 plays. Honestly, he shouldn't have summoned the Oriana. He should have summoned the other card. He should have summoned a Lady Labyrinth and then just popped the random card in my hand. And he should have just sat on that. Like, that would have been so much better than what he did. Because he still would have had he would have had everything, but then he would have popped a random card. We should have just waited and used it as an interruption. He didn't actually interrupt us. He got card advantage, but he didn't actually, like, do anything. And then we shuffled things back. And obviously, also, that guy made me go first. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. That felt very good. This is a deck that we typically lose to, honestly. It's definitely typically a deck we almost always lose to this deck, actually. Alright, let's open up 2 Master Packs as we are in Platinum 4. We get to enjoy ourselves. We already pulled, like, one of the most insane cards we've ever had. IP into Crusader Avermax is now possible. Toon Mask, Abomination Prism, Vampire Ghost, Mathmech Edition, Performapal, Laugh Maker. That's so much reading. Once per turn, if your opponent controls a monster, current attack higher than its original, you gain 1,000 life points. That's so specific. When your opponent declares an attack, you can make this card gain 1,000 for each monster on the field whose current attack higher than its original attack, except monsters you control. If this card is destroyed by battle, you can make its current attack. This is too specific to something that I don't know what it is, but the game wants you to do something. Magical Musketeer card, Meteoractor card. There's something that happened in the show where this card came up once and never again, is what I would guess, and that's probably what's going on there, because that is too specific. A lot of those cards, that's like such an anime protagonist card. It's like they draw it just when their opponent like activated like a card to boost their own attack. Rocket, Aero Express, Jurak, Raider, Mischief of the Gnomes. Who is this? Junk Warrior. Okay. It's one of the new cards. Legendary Fisherman number 2, and a Prediction Princess Ritual card. All right, we've lost a coin flip against the wrong deck. It is Draco Tail, 60 card. Could be something else in there. I don't know. What else is in here? I mean, there's no way. There's no way you play Draco Tail and this is what you start with. There's just no way. Now we have one of our hands that don't particularly work great together, but it is what it is. Tenyi is one of those decks. Tenyi and Sword Soul work together very well in theory. Oof, what do we have here? Magician's Rod. So Dark Magician, Draco Tail. It's playable, I'll say that. This is one of those situations where he's probably going to be doing 99% Draco Tail stuff, and then he's going to be like, I was playing Dark Magician. No, but anyway, the Tenyis work with Sword Soul to a limit. Because obviously Ecclesia, cards like it, they work, but sometimes. Alright, so this is what my opponent has ended on. Not really sure what was going on. They put a Galaxy Serpent into the loop. They Spirit Dragon. They ended on a Spirit Dragon. This locks them into dragons. Not choices I would have made, but we'll see what we can do here. We do have Bestials. We can save those because they have monsters on board. Alright, let's start with the Tenyi monster. We'll just start with this. It's going to activate Phimina immediately to Fusion Summon. Nothing I can do yet. He's going to activate Phimina for now. Alright, so we'll summon out the Edhara. He's going to activate Malulu. He's going to activate this other girl. Set a trap, spell trap. I guess they both just set spell traps, yeah. And he's going to negate my effects, who cares? And then set a spell trap card. Yeah, neither of those are particularly. Target one attack position monster, return it to the hand. Okay, so he's going to return my card to the hand. This guy's doing a lot. I summoned one Ed Horror. I don't think this was worth committing all of this. Did he summon? Oh, he returned his own card. That went south. Is he just... I don't know why he did the whole Galaxy Serpent line. I don't know what the point of that was. Okay, he's going to set the Draco Tail cards. And he's going to negate my effects. Oh no. Okay, so now we go Monk. It actually does suck that he got rid of the extra monster because now I can't summon Ecclesia there. Okay, so next we are going to do something here. So we're gonna activate the Nahata. Right now we're baiting. Right now we're baiting. We're just doing our thing right now. We're baiting effects. We're doing our thing. These two go into Shaman. And we're just baiting. We're just putting things onto the board. It's not really conclusive yet. He's putting that on board. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, target one's face-up spell, negate its effects. You are the only one on the field with a spell, dude. Like, I'm not... Bro, save your interruptions, man. Like, what is this guy doing? This guy's literally just clicking shit. Bro, just chill. I guess he wants to get the spell trap cards back. I mean, just to draw cards to get more fusions during mine. Like, I don't... Like, dude, chill out. We're going to special summon Ecclesia. Am I locked? Ecclesia is a spellcaster. This guy negates all monsters that are not spellcasters. Okay, so we're going to activate Moyi. Show our opponent the Nahata. Yep, summon the token out. I need to get rid of this dumbass here. So... I guess we go Boxia. Because if I get rid of this moron, I can actually keep playing. I only get one shuffle away because I used Moyi instead of Taya. Taya would have given me 2 shuffle aways. Target this. Moyi, draw a card. We kind of have to win this turn. And the reason that's the case is because he has these insane cards back here. Now we can activate this. Activate this. Taya. I really need to pull more Tayas. Taya, banish. I'll just banish Nahata. Taya. Taya will summon Berserker. Summon Berserker right there. Activate Taya. I think off the Taya, we in this case, I think we just go... We go Mare. I think we go Mare, for sure. Activate this. Nahata. Summon back Mare. We can get Crystal Wing out for sure, actually. We can get Crystal Wing. Activate this. Summon a token. And then... Did I use her? Yeah, I did. Damn, so I can get Crystal Wing out, but I can't use its effects. But can I get damage outside of Crystal Wing that equals to the amount of damage that I need to win? That's the question. I probably can. We're going to activate Mare. Summon another token. I mean, how much game is this? Is this game on board here anyway? No. It's not. It's not game on board. I gotta remember I cannot use anything that is not... Yeah, I can't do anything. What was in our graveyard? We have Waters. Who do we have in here? We have him. He's pretty decent. So if we go Berserker, that's pretty good. Okay. Okay, so then we go... Because I can summon Crystal Wing here. In this particular situation, I don't think it actually helps. So we go IP. Masquerena. We summon one more token. Summon this. And off of this, we go Berserker. See, because we can go. Where's damage? This 10,000. Plus, we get to pop this. So. Yeah, I think we go him. And we go this, yes. Some of this here. Just to have some extra damage, we activate Baldrake. Banish. Screw it, Malulu. Like, I don't know. Malulu, because you can shuffle it back. Summon Baldrake. We can add back something to our hand. The Hata, no point. Okay, let's go to battle phase. Enter battle phase, declare an attack. Activate Shaman. Pop. Is this float in any way? Other than this effect, I don't think it floats in any way. Does any of this float in any way? No. No. Only when it fuses. No. Okay. So we just pop this. No, Nahata. Replay attack. Yeah, definitely. Take the extra 3,000. Attack for 3,000. Attack for 25. That guy was literally clicking buttons. That guy literally blew his own interruptions on himself. He used his own interruptions on himself. My hand was really good, and I had a lot of plays, and I could have done a lot of things. Like, I could have summoned Crystal Wing. I could have made Crusade Avermax IP. Like, I could have done so much, but that guy was literally negating his own effects. I don't even know what was going on there. Okay, here's what my opponent was playing. They were playing every card that's ever existed in the history of the game, honestly. This is like, it's like the history of Yu-Gi-Oh! In one deck. What I think is absurd is how good of a hand he drew considering how terrible his deck is. He drew an insane hand. This guy is playing 6 different normal monsters. For what reason? For what reason? He's playing the original Eye of Timaeus. 6 different normal monsters. Why? Some way out of this mess of a deck, he actually not only opened Draco Tail, which he's playing at minimal, very minimal quantities. He's playing Draco. He opened every Draco Tail card that he owns out of a 60 card deck. And honestly, he kind of played it well until it came to actually activating the interruptions on my turn. No, this was actually insane. It actually was. Like, his hand, his deck, the way he played it wasn't even that bad. Okay, 2 more Master Packs. That was unbelievable. That was actually like, I'm shocked at how well he played the Draco Tail part of that deck was until it came to my turn. But he did everything right. And then on top of that, he drew it. Satellar, Recovery Sorcerer. Probably not good if I've already Dark... I'll take it. Is that 3 copies? 4 copies? I don't even know at this point. Cypher Bit, Watt Cobra, Resonance Insect's a good one. DDD Flame Genghis is a great card in that archetype. So, honestly, what does this do? Attacks directly at a Watt. Oh, this is the one that can summon... No, it can't. Actually, technically it can, but it could summon Colossus technically because I can attack, inflict damage, and I can search the one that summons... I can search Watt Tuna, and then I can summon Thunderdrike Colossus going second. Where's Watt Tuna? Is it hiding? There it is. At the end of the damage step, if your monster inflicts damage, you can special summon this card from your hand. Yeah, so I can activate this, search, summon Watt Tuna, tribute it, Thunderdrike Colossus. Resident Insect is a good card. This is a good card. How many of these cards do I have? I think these were all repeats, right? Yeah, they're all repeats. 4 super rare DDD Genghis King. That is absurd. Like, I don't even... Again, commons... Okay, whatever. 4 super rares. These repeats, man, they are killing me. They are killing me because there are rares that we need. We're getting a rarity upgrade. Let's do this. There are a lot of supers and commons we need. There's a lot of commons that we need. I don't even forget ultras. I need commons. That's, I think, our 3rd copy of that card. Doom, Orthos, Call of the Reaper, Wind Up Warrior. What is that? Climate Change. Trimid Fortress. This should be a UR, right? What is it? It is Azamina, which is a great super poly target. Queen Azamina. Well, actually, never mind. This is not the good super poly target. Yeah, this whole archetype is incredibly high rarity. I don't have a Queen Azamina. This is Queen Azamina. I don't think I have Queen Azamina. This requires Queen Azamina and a fusion or a synchro monster. Must be special summoned by tributing one Saint Azamina. Which, do we have that? I don't know. Maybe I will never know, but you need this. You got to tribute a Saint Azamina. You control one face-up monster your opponent controls. Cannot be destroyed by a card. If each time your opponent activates a card, they lose 500 attack when it resolves. Your opponent can activate the effects of monster 0. Interesting. Actually, cool summoning condition, yeah. Because you... I gotta check if I have that other stuff, because then I can... That's crazy removal. Okay, let's see what we got. We have 4 copies of Gold Pride. The Crowd Goes Wild. Unbelievable. Okay, let's figure out what's going on with this Azamina stuff. I know it's a high rarity deck, so we probably don't have most of it. We do have Queen Azamina. We do have her. I would have to tribute Saint Azamina and a card our opponent controls in order to do this. This card already in itself has very good effects. If this card is fusion summon this turn, quick effect, you special someone as a level 9 or lower Azamina monster from your deck or extra deck. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I can ever like get this saw, because this deck is very high rarity. Like I said, I do have this, which is the Searcher, very important. Like I have parts of it. But let's be realistic. Like this whole archetype is so like it's like ultra, super, one rare, ultra, super ultra. Like this deck is ultra. Like one of the highest rarity. This is, you need 3 of this ultras. Like it's one of the highest rarity decks that are out there. All right, we have lost a coin flip, and we are playing against K9, but we have like this rainbow of of Tenyis. Yeah. That's rainbow Tenyis. I really do need to pull more Tayas. I need to pull more Tayas because it's number one, it's only a rare, but in a Tenyi deck, Taya is actually better. It actually is better than Moyi because I don't have to reserve any cards in hand. I can just dump my whole hand out and not have to worry about anything, and I can like banish Nahata and just add it back in, like with that Hara, and I don't have to like. It's not a concern. Now let's see what our opponent's doing here. K9 is kind of, you know what sucks actually? I just realized this. All the Tenyis activate in hand. All of them activate in hand, so all the effects are going to be going off. During your main phase, your opponent activate a monster effect in the hand. Quick effect. Yep. Yep. If your opponent has 2 or more cards in the hand, you can normal summon card attributing. Yep. This deck kind of reminds me of Kashtira's in a way, where they don't have similar playstyles. But what's similar about them is that they're just kind of like big monsters. They get to special summon themselves out for no real reason, or they get to normal summon themselves out for no real reason. They're just giant monsters that just get to spam their way onto the board. When your opponent activates a monster effect in the hand, you can detach negate that effect. Yep. Our entire archetype that activates in the hand. This is a hard counter, actually. I never even realized this because I haven't played against K9s with this deck yet in here. Like I have not played against this, so I didn't actually realize how hard Tenyis get countered by K9, not Kashtira, K9. But this is actually a stupidly hard counter. All right, this is what my opponent ended on. They opened on a shark. They ended on a shark, a Nash Knight. You can. This guy's pretty good. You can quick effect switch this out into. You can summon the guy who can grab one of my monsters and then summon a bigger one or something like that. Okay, so the one I don't care about my opponent negating the most is Nahata. Unfortunately, I'm going to be beefing up my opponent's monsters. Now I'm going to activate this. This is the one beefing it up. Anytime your opponent activates a monster from your hand or graveyard, so all Tenyis. This is insane. This is like the craziest hard counter ever. Every time I activate something, he's gaining 900 attack. That's absolutely insane. And he gets to summon this 3,000 attack monster. Wow. Yeah, that is quite something. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be able to win this one. Because this in any moment now, all of his monsters are going to be like 5,000 attack each. Yeah, he's going to exceed summon. He's going to make the werewolf now, most likely. This is one of those situations where it's just like, man, I just wish I was playing stun. Because this wouldn't have happened to stun. You don't activate shit in your hand. You don't do anything in stun. I would have summoned one monster, attached Moon Mirror Shield, went to battle phase. Shit would have been over. Yep, here comes the dog. Each time your opponent activates, 500, yep. Yep. Okay, next one. We're still baiting here, so Chthoni's next, because we got to bait this effect that negates a monster in the hand. We got to bait this effect that takes one of my monsters, and then this thing can, during the standby phase, blow things up, so not right now. Summon this. This is going to gain attack, sure. And now we're going to, yeah, summon this. We're going to activate this effect. Like I said, I'm only trying because I am in Platinum, but this obviously is a horrific matchup, but I'm only trying because I am in Platinum. Now, he can activate this to take this monster, and that would probably end my turn. Yeah. Because now I don't have any more plays. This is like doubly good. Vishuda's double is good because it can, I was going to make Boxia using Adhara and Vishuda. Yeah, he's going to do this. He's going to take one of our monsters, most likely. It's like double is good. So I guess now we get to activate this. I'm trying to think, what plays do I have left here? Because I can't send anything. I can't really do anything. I think we just summon this. This just keeps gaining attack essentially eternally. We make Shaman. I think we can... Okay, I was going to say... Destroy one card. Yeah. I was going to... What I was going to do is attack with this. Let this crash, blow up. Pop this, and then also pop this. So I was going to pop 2 cards, essentially. I was going to make the werewolf now. Yeah, the dog into the werewolf. Yep, he's going to destroy that, unfortunately. Battle phase. Enter battle. Attack with this. Nahata. That would destroy this, but then I can't float. I'm going to float with the next one, so I'm going to let myself crash. Activate Chthona. This is in damage step. Hit Monk. Summon this back. Destroy a card. Yes. Does this have any protection whatsoever? What does this have? No, it does not, but that effect's pretty crazy. This negates a card in the hand. So we'll just destroy this one. Cool. So now we will go into this card. We're going to Nahata. This will make it lose 15. He's going to negate that. Okay. Negate that effect. Did I misplay that? I probably did. And is this on attack declaration? When attack is declared. Okay. So I did not misplay that. That's unfortunate. And now we probably lose. Yeah. I didn't misplay that. I technically could have... It doesn't matter because the result would have been the same. The only thing is now we can't use blackout. So I could have just kept my monster and double blackout it. But it really depends on what else he's got in hand here. Yeah, it really depends on what else he's got in hand. He can detach. Yeah, so perhaps I would have kept my cards around. I could have kept that, and then I could have blown these two up in the standby phase. Now he's got Nash Knight. So perhaps I did misplay here. Oh, never mind. Yeah, then I did not. I didn't misplay. Well, I mean, my misplay is regardless. Like, I misplayed anyway, but now that I see that he's got Vanquish Soul cards, the game is pretty much over. Also, I can't ash that because he's got Izuna, so he's going to negate my effect. We really had an atrocious matchup there. Yeah, this is the deck we lost to. I mean, it's basically the best deck in the game right now. It is what it is. Everybody's running it. It's like, at this point, you see it 95 times a day. Alright, we won the coin flip, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, unfortunately. The hand's okay. It's not the best, it's not the worst. We've got no access to the Sword Soul stuff. We have no access to anything, really. We have no access to... And I was hoping to summon at least one Crystal Wing. I could have summoned Crystal Wing 2 games ago, but it wouldn't have... It actually would have been the suboptimal play. I was hoping to summon a Crystal Wing sometime this episode. Unfortunately, we just have not been able to. Like, we just have not been able to summon a Crystal Wing. Because to summon a Crystal Wing in our deck, I am not going to bother using this on my opponent, because he's only going to draw one anyway. I'm gonna summon our Vishuddha, and I think it's worth making a Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi here. Making a Fist of the Unrivaled Tenyi live. I think it's worth it. Because then we have this, 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 and this all together. So I could just pass on this and not have this live, but I think it's actually worth it. But yeah, we just don't have a lot of Sword Souls. We have mostly Tenyis. We have one Moyi, one Taya, 3 Ecclesias. We gotta just get lucky sometimes and draw the things that we need to draw. Alright, so, like I said, I am gonna just make one Monk here, because otherwise we just pass on 3 interruptions. This way we get 4 interruptions, one of which is a counter trap our opponent cannot respond to, which I think is pretty important to have, especially if this guy actually is playing Yummies or Kashtira. I think, honestly, I'd rather play against Yummies than Kashtira, which I'm almost certain I'm going to have to deal with in a moment here. I would rather play Yummy. It is Yummy. I would rather play against Yummy than Kashtira. Okay. We can use this, negate this effect. He cuts off his Sky Striker engine. And then we can use the rest on the Yummy stuff. I don't think, because this doesn't destroy, it's not like Solemn Strike, it's not like Solemn Judgment, Solemn Warning. It doesn't destroy, it just negates. So, saving it for a monster effect isn't always really the best. So, I think I'm going to cut him off the Sky Striker engine. This will prevent him from getting to the Link 1. And this will prevent, yeah, just mostly getting to Link 1, getting to the Kagari, getting things back. Like, it just prevents that whole line. I think it's worth it. And then he's going to summon out... Oh, never mind. He's playing Mitsurugi. Psych, you thought. Totally different direction. I don't want him to get to the Mitsurugi stuff. I'm going to bank on the fact that he doesn't have it. As I've learned, in my particular deck, it's actually better to just negate the early stuff than it is to negate the later stuff. If you're playing a meta deck, it's better to negate the... Like, there's choke points to certain decks. You want to negate the certain choke points. My deck doesn't usually have enough follow-up, so you gotta just hit him early and hope that he doesn't have the follow-up. Whereas with, like, if I was playing a real meta deck, then I would be like, oh, let me wait for the choke point, let me wait for the Mitsurugi fusion, or the Mitsurugi ritual, the one that sends, like, I gotta wait for that stuff. In this particular deck, I don't want to do that. And just like that, my opponent passed, and I guess I was right. I guess I was right. Okay, so from here, I'll normal summon out the Maputra. He has an Imperm for sure, but I have no choice but to play into the Imperm. I have no choice. Yeah, I have no choice but to... Yeah, he has imperm. I don't know why he's imperming this. Well, now I can't use droplets, I guess, so that play gets cut off. But that's fine. That's fine. I don't know why he's... I don't know why he did that. But I am going to... What else do I have in graveyard? Nothing there. This is a rough one. I think we go Shaman here. No, hold on. We can go Vishuda. I don't want to bounce him because he's obviously very, very good. I'm going to use Vishuda later. I'm not going to give it up now. I think we go Shaman. Shaman's cool because it checks this card no matter what. It's stronger than this card, so it's good no matter what. And then here... Imperm. Okay, Imperm's fine because now I don't have to discard. Again, he didn't wait for me, so that's fine. So now I can just go to battle phase. I'm not going to activate it. Now I get to save my ghost spell for later. Yep. I was considering bouncing cards with the Vishuda. I'm going to be totally honest here. I would have bounced the middle one. So regardless, I would have played into Imperm anyway. So, and again, I'm always going to be, as truthful as I can be. 100% I would have bounced the middle one, and now he's going to scoop. Okay, we just got lucky. That guy was similar. He was actually worse than the Dark Magician / Draco Tail player. He was worse than him. He just had no idea really what he was doing. I think this guy just bought the deck, and the deck has just been carrying him. I think he watched a couple of combo videos where Mecha Phantom Drone starts the combo, where you draw this, you search this, you summon this, you add this back, and then you go full... I think he just watched some combo videos. He's been doing it over and over and over. That's gotten him to Platinum 4, and I stopped that particular play, and then he's like, cool, I'll just do this combo that I watched on YouTube 4 times, and then I stopped that, and then he had nothing really that he understood after that. Okay, let's open up a master pack and see what we get here. Got 2 master packs. Like I said, always we're just shooting for rares and commons to finish out play sets in our decks. Cubic Waves, Time Space Trap Hole, Ally of Justice, Tomb Briefcase, great card. And then, okay, we pulled a Mathmech Diameter. Mathmech pile just keeps growing, I guess. I don't know where that's at, but we're really missing you got to get the extra deck. Without the extra deck, you really can't play Mathmechs. Mathmechs aren't good enough without the extra deck. Skilled Blue Magician, 6 Samurai, Giant Soldier of Steel, Chaos Betrayer, Hypno Sister, Infernal Princess Girl, and the holo is Mystic Piper, multiple copies. This is a decent card. Tribute, draw a card, show it. If it's a level monster, draw one more. It's not a bad card, but it's not a good one either. Got 2 copies of that. Okay, let's open up these legacy tickets. We have 17. I've been holding them all episode. Let's see what we get. We got a guaranteed UR. The only one that we really want at this point for the URs, I think, is Kraken. Mystic Cloud. That is an old card. That card's older than some of you. We've got Full House. Swap Frog. That shit's actually good. I didn't even know that shit was in here. I thought there was a frog pack or something. I didn't know Swap Frog was in that. A great card. DD Crazy Train. That's a phenomenal card. No, it is. No, it is. I don't know if we'll ever use it in any of our decks, but that's a great card. Center Frog. I got 2 frogs, and the holo is Black Skull Dragon. Listen, man. Are we going to use it ever? I don't know. Intercept Tomato. It's a cool card. It was on the show. Maybe one day we'll make it for the hell of it. Confusion. Supporter something. What a fancy sounding card. I don't know. Supporter. It's a Taya Gardner card for sure. Oh, this card's shit. Reveal your hand. Choose one card. Shuffle it into your deck. That card's ass. Cyber Energy Shock. If you control a Jinzo, I don't think we have a Jinzo. Target one card on the field. Destroy it. Then if it was a trap, apply these effects. Negate the effect of one card on the field. All Jinzo you control gain 800. And that's permanent. That's permanent. That's permanent. That's not bad. Jinzo gaining 800. What is that? How much is it? 24. It's 32. That's not bad. Yeah, destroy it if it's a trap card. That's not terrible. Not even a horrible card, honestly. If you have Jinzo, because if you play, I've never seen anyone play the Jinzo deck. Mystical Space Typhoon, Paladin of the Photon. Yeah, I've never actually seen anybody play a Jinzo deck. Giant Rat, cool. XYZ combined. There's got to be a show out there where people just play like a YouTube show. I mean, like a YouTube where people just play like a YouTube series where people just play anime decks in like gold and silver. Like that's got to be like one of the funnest. It's one of the funnest sounding times. That just sounds like an awesome time. Like you just play a new anime deck in gold and silver. And the second you go to like platinum and diamond, like all the fun gets drained out of it. But like gold and silver, you get matched up with some of these boneheads, and you're just like, you just go at it with like you're just sitting there playing like a Weevil Underwood deck, having a blast. That sounds like fun. Ice Princess, 2 level 5 Wing Beast. We pulled the monster for this. I forget what it is, but there's a monster for this archetype that like special summons itself. We've pulled 2 of it. It's a super rare. It's like Ice Beast something. I don't remember what it is, but we've pulled 2, maybe more of that. Weed Out, Full Salvo. Pulled multiple of them. Let's see what we've got here. Sand Moth, Emergency Assistance. What do we have in here? We've got Ultimate Insect, Altitude Knight. Some of these names, man. Some of these names are interesting. Soul Dragon, Performapal, probably. Target Performapal, add it to your hand. Decent scales, I guess. Decent scales, adds back Performapal. That's another one. I've never really seen anybody play pure Performapal either. And I don't think I ever will. That's one of the biggest archetypes ever. Just feels like it never ends. You got 2 random cards. La 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 la.